Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Sakshi. How are you all doing? Today we will be making this very amazing dot mandala, and as you can see here, this is one of the example. Please just ignore some of the mess around, but this is something which we will be creating in this lesson today. So I have used a black paper over here. You can even use any coaster, you can even use any round CDs, you can even use any MDF board or any ceramic plate, anything, any surface, even a wall or a floor tile, anything would be fine as far as your parents allow that. And you can even try that on walls. I did try it on one of my diary, and you can literally make it on any surface. For this you would need really very simple materials. One is the acrylic colors. We prefer acrylic because they are less fluid and they are more opaque. I will show you some of the acrylics which I have. These are set of 16 good acrylic colors, and this is by Flash Company. Just zooming out so that you can see the entire box. These are set of 16 colors. These shades are really very pretty. They have really very light fluorescent shades to very dark. So I'll show you some of the colors. Like this is a very nice dark pink, and this looks really great. Then one is this very simple lemon yellow color. Now this is again one of the fluorescent colors. Then a very amazing sky blue tone. Now this is basically one of my really favorite colors, and as you see, it's basically a 50 ml bottle, and I believe that these 50 ml bottles are perfect even if you are an acrylic painter or even for any dot mandalas. Now here is one very light green. I absolutely love this green again. So you will see a lot of different colors, and one of the color here we have is a coffee color. I generally call it a tea color or chai color, and that's absolutely one of the best shades out of all. I will show you in my later videos. So today I will be using some of these colors, and apart from this we will be using some of the dotting tools. So I'm sure not everybody have these dotting tools. These are basically some professional dotting tools. Apart from this, you will also see some transparent bold strips. So I'm not asking you to have very specific typical dotting tools. Even if you don't have these, there are very simple home-based materials which you can use as dotting tools. So one could be your earbuds, toothpick, paint brushes, any pen, any bold pen, a safety pin, any Juda pin, even an eyeliner stick, anything, whatever you see and has some round base, you can use that. So if you see, all of these ends for the brushes are round. For smaller brushes, for thicker brushes, the round base is completely different, and you can use all of these ends to use as your round tools. Now when you make dots with any round tool, you will actually able to figure out that all of these tools give you different sizes. Whether you talk about toothpick, you talk about matchstick, you even talk about the back side of the pen or a pencil, you can use the tip of the pencil for really small dots. So basically anything which has small size. For really minute single dots, you can use a compass tip or a safety pin or a toothpick. So all of these materials are very easily available at home. So let's get started now. Now I will be using some of the colors which I told you before. I will start with the light green color here first and show you how you can make some dots using any paintbrush or any thin round base, whatever you can grab quickly. I will very simply dip this back side of the paintbrush. You can use any size, could be any thickness for the circle. Now I will just dip this paintbrush inside the color. Make sure it dips in properly and you gather good amount of color, and just touch it on the paper and leave it. You will see subsequent amount of color coming to the paper, and every time you basically make a dot, you will have to just drop your brush or any tool inside the color. For every drop, every time you will have to dip your tool in the color to have same size of the dot. Now this was the thin size brush. Now I will show you how you can use a thicker side or the broader side to make a bigger dot. Again, I'll dip my tool in the watercolor and make a dot. You will see how different the size of the circle is. Every time I dip my tool in the color, the dot will be same. Just make sure and remember to clean your tool as frequent as possible, because more the color accumulated on the tool will subsequently give you thicker dots. Now I will be using some of my tools. Just ignore the mess on my tool. They are just like that now because I have been making it for quite a long time. And you see the size of the dot, and the way I have done is exactly the same way I have made with the brush. So you really don't have to worry about if you don't have such professional tools. You can go ahead with anything. For a small size tip just like this, you can go and grab a matchstick or even a toothpick, and that would be perfect to have a small sized dot. Just remember two things: every time you will have to drop your tool in the color. Second, you will have to keep on cleaning the entire tool so that any color accumulated on the tool can be wiped off and you can have equal sized dots. So let's get started with how you can start with a dot mandala. I will just keep this color aside and I will be choosing all the colors I will be using. So basically a light green, dark pink, light yellow, light blue and some white, of course, because I am working on a dark sheet base. So here you are free to choose even 2 colors, 3 colors and as many colors you want to. These are 5 different colors which I'll be using. Just make sure you're not using very different colors. You can just take some simple shades and just go ahead with it. Don't think too much about the colors because this is as creative as possible you can be. And when you make these dots, you will see that they are a bit embossed and thicker. So you will be able to see that how these dots look different when the entire mandala is done. Now I will start with the very first color, which is white. Make the first dot right in the center and just have a thick bold dot, and you can use a pen, the back side of the pen, or any sketch pen cap or anything which is a bit thicker than any standard tool. The process of making dots remains same. Choose whatever color comes to your mind, and you really don't have to think about which color to take next. Just keep on taking different colors or start taking colors alternatively and make the dots with the very same process. There are no instructions on what and how you can make a dot, and just go ahead with the very same process. How to divide a grid is really very easy. Just make 4 dots right on the opposite of each other, so making a plus sign, and in whatever space is left, just make one dot in the space between. So that's how your very first circle will help you to take out the grids. You can also work with the grid formation just like we used to do in a very basic and standard mandalas, but for here that making any dot mandala over grid could be as easy, but without a grid it's a bit complicated and it's always not easy for you to create a grid on any surface. So here we almost complete a dot mandala. As soon as you complete it, just make sure if you are working on any surface except paper, you can just use any spray, fixative spray for acrylic or even for any other purpose, and let it dry properly. This will really help you to give a very nice gloss over it. If you are using MDF, you can use resin. Right now you see it's a bit wet and there are a lot of embossed effects over it, so once it is properly sealed with a fixative or a resin on any MDF, this looks super amazing and super neat. So make sure you follow all of these steps and I'm sure you would really have an amazing dot mandala ready. Also, if you try this mandala, don't forget to share it with me on my WhatsApp number which is mentioned below. Also, do not forget to follow me on Instagram which is Mandala with Sisters, and I have my own art supply store. Yes, you can get any of these sketch pads, any paper, any tools, any pens, anything, literally from very basic to all the professional level. You can get all of these stationeries very easily on my Instagram account. So you can also just DM me there, or you can follow me on Instagram by the name Art Bay Crate, and you can order your art supplies at really economical rate. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon so you do not miss on any upcoming videos. Like the video and share it with your friends, and keep spreading love, keep spreading such inspirations. I would love to see you and I would love to see your work, so make sure to share it with me. Till then, keep on inspiring, stay creative and take care. Bye bye.